Welcome back to Space Station. In this part, we're going to be a level. We're going to be a level. We're going to be going to a level that I don't really know how to feel about this level, if we're being honest. I can't really say that I enjoy it, but it's not one that I hate. But at the same time, I don't really feel neutral on it. It just has a weird atmosphere to it, if we're being honest. Like, this level has an atmosphere that's not like any other one. It's a dark jungle level. I mean, the last level had, like, moments where it would become dark, but it was just like a day and night thing. This one's just really, like, murky. If you look over there, you can see our next new animal that we're going to be getting. Although there might be another one that we're getting before that. Also elephants again. Elephants are a lot more common than I initially thought they were. Mostly because I don't remember anything about this level. Mostly because I guess the best way to describe this level is it's kind of creepy feeling. I don't know what it is about it. Well, no, I do know what it is about it. It's the fact that it's so dark and, like, foggy. And it's just generally unpleasant feeling. The music, I mean, the music doesn't really add to that too much. It kind of does, actually. I don't know, it just feels different from all the other levels in the game. And there's also something weird that happens in this level. If you pay attention to my score throughout this, then you might notice that sometimes my score will just go up randomly. Also, good luck killing these things with the tortoise. That's not going to happen. I tried, but it doesn't really work out. But yeah, if you look at my score, on occasion it'll just go up. And if you look at the little blue bar underneath my health, sometimes it'll just, like, turn entirely red. For some reason in this level, things will just randomly die, like, off screen. Also, here's our next animal, the chameleon, which is basically useless, except for, like, one little thing in this level. It has a stealth mode where you can't be seen, or I think hurt, and it has a tongue attack, but other than that, it's pretty useless. But yeah, for some reason in this level, things will just die at random. I don't know where it happens, or why it happens, but I know it happens because my score will go up. It's just really odd that that's a thing. But anyway, these are, I think they're called, like, bike hyenas or motorcycle hyenas. I don't remember the specific name of them, but I guess we're going to be learning what they're called here in a minute. It's not too difficult to kill these things. It's difficult to kill them as the tortoise, but I soon realized that it's futile to try and kill anything with a tortoise that isn't an elephant. Or I guess a chameleon. But yeah, I really don't like using this shell attack. I hate that it's the only thing it has. I wish I was playing as... Well, I kind of wish I was playing as the tank. The tank is really slow compared to the racing tortoise, but it has a much better attack. I mean, seriously. I would much rather be shooting cannonballs than just hiding in my shell and trying to, like... I have no idea how it even damages people, actually. It's just really stupid. But yeah, there's an elephant right here. And it'll be a lot easier to kill those hyenas with the water spray attack. Also, there's a lot of editing in this just because I mess up a lot. It's not like the Swamp of Eternal Stench, which is just difficult because of, like, a couple of BS power cell placements. This one is actually, like, legit challenging. In some parts. It's not too difficult. You're not really at threat of dying too often, but it can be kind of hard to do some of the platforming. I always forget which button does the attack with the elephant, because it's just like, one button does pick up things, and one button does squirt things. I don't know, it's kind of just like, most animals have, like, movement related to the A button, and then B is an attack, but the elephant just has, like, attack for both. Oh yeah, Hyena Biker. That's actually a much cooler name than I gave it credit for. It's essentially the racing dog, except worse. Okay, I say worse. I do like how it does, like, a wheelie when you boost with it, but this thing has really weird physics, where it can either be really slow or really fast, depending on... I don't even know what. Like, I can't get up this ramp very easily. Unless I get like a running start at it. Whereas with like anything else, I bet I could just straight up go up the dang ramp. But when this thing's going at like top speed, it can move pretty fast and jump really high. Also, I just got blocked by that branch. That was not cool. But yeah, just look at this. Look at how high he jumps. So much that I actually take fall damage. Another thing that makes this thing different from the racing dog, however, is that its missiles are less powerful, but to make up for that, it can shoot them way more rapidly, and its energy goes down a lot slower. So you can fire missiles for a really long time continuously, and it's actually pretty good for attacking. And yeah, you do not want to be boosting off of this ramp. You don't. Or else you're going to fall off there. You just want to boost off of that so you can get into that ring. The rings, which I didn't even mention, that's the trophy requirement. I've noticed that a lot of levels have that as a requirement. Most level trophy requirements can be summed up as either kill certain amount of X or go through X amount of loops. And it gets kind of repetitive after a while. I mean, there's only so many things you can do with like trophy objectives that are different from your standard mission objectives, but you'd think they could be a bit more creative like that. Like in Faber Mountain, where you had to press switches in order to get the trophy. That being said, you couldn't get that trophy anyway, but, you know. Look at how rapidly I can shoot these missiles. You can shoot them really freaking fast. I will say that even though I don't like the hyena biker too much, he's still better than the husky. The ski husky is seriously the worst thing. It will always be my least favorite animal. But yeah, now we've completed 2 of our main objectives. The last one being to get the last of the keys, which will open up the elevator leading to the teleporter. And now that we have the gorilla, we can actually do some of the platforming in this level. This is the only animal in the entire level that can jump. Because, you know, hyenas and tortoises, their movement option is to go faster. Chameleon can't jump, and of course the elephant can't jump, so, you know, this wouldn't really be my first choice for a platforming animal. I would rather have like a hyena or a lion in this level, but there's also a lot of vine swinging, which only the gorilla can do. I kind of wonder that if you hacked the... I was about to say if you hacked the bear, I wonder if you could climb on vines because it also has a lob and grab. Or grab and lob. But then I realized the bear can't jump, so that wouldn't work anyway. I wonder if there's another animal that you could hack into the level that could swing on vines. There probably isn't, because there's no animal that's 100% similar to the gorilla. But, I don't know, I feel like it might be possible. But yeah, there's a crap load of vine swinging in this level. But unlike in the Swamp of Eternal Stench, where there's like an obnoxiously long vine swinging section, most of these are just like down to like 2 vines and then you're back on solid ground again. And most of the time, you're not in danger of instantly dying in a stupid swamp. Like, the most damage you're going to take after all the animals are dead is just falling damage. And there aren't too many places that are, like, a dangerous fall. Specifically when you're the gorilla. Because the gorilla can fall a decent distance. I mean, you could still potentially take a lot of falling damage, but there's also a lot of health crates around the level. And although there was a lot of health in the swamp, it doesn't really help. If you fall in the swamp, you're basically dead. But yeah, I'm not sure if my score has risen at all yet from like the random deaths that happen. I've edited a lot of stuff out, but I have not edited out getting any collectibles or killing anything. So if my score goes up between crossfades, then it's because something had died off screen. It's just a really weird thing that I didn't really notice until I looked back on the footage, is that things just die. I don't know where they are. I might try to hack, like, a Firefox into this level and fly around and see if there's, like, animals hidden under the ground or something. Because I want to know what's dying. It's just really strange that that's even a thing that would be programmed into the game to happen. Also, I can't help but notice that this footage is actually, like, way better now. Like, the quality is way better. It's not... It hasn't really been stuttering at all. It's pretty good now. And I can appreciate that. So, yeah, we'll just jump over this very dangerous bridge that's, like, only half finished. I somehow didn't fall off. I actually got that on my first try, which is pretty impressive. I don't think I've done, like, any editing yet, but there's going to be a lot of editing coming up because I spent a long time trying to find out how to get to the trophy that spawns in after getting all the rings. But yeah, that's the last key, so our missions are now complete. And this is probably one of the longest levels to actually complete the missions for. Because I wasn't even going out of my way to find too many power cells, honestly. It just takes a long time to get those keys. And I missed this jump. And take fall damage. So yeah, that's one of the dangerous places, but that jump's just, like, really easy. I don't know how I messed that up. I mean, besides the fact that I'm bad, but, you know, I made it that time. This is also some really hard platforming, actually, which isn't really due to it being difficult. It's due to this game not really being designed to be very good at platforming. And look at that, I was in that log. Like, my legs were straight up in that log. I really don't like platforming with the gorilla. It's just really bad. With its, like, pseudo double jump nonsense it's got going on. Give me the lion or the hyena. I would rather platform as them. I mean, yeah, they can't swing on vines, but just don't have the vine swinging be a thing. I really don't like the vine swinging, like, at all in this game. I really could have done without it. And here's the last ring, which I would have been really pissed off if I missed. And spin in midair. That was probably the best thing that happened in this level, is that midair spin. I just love that, because it looks ridiculous. But yeah, getting the trophy isn't exactly difficult. I just didn't notice that this vine is here near the beginning that you're supposed to use in order to get to the trophy. And like I said, why are all the trophies, like, tree related? That one was like a limb. Like, what the heck? Like, why? See, look at the blue bar. It's going all red. And my score went up. Something died off screen. It's so weird. I don't know why that happens, but it really creeps me out, and I would really like to know what the cause of that is. But yeah, time to do the only thing that we need the chameleon for, which is this little crack that is too small for anybody else to fit in. Which also conveniently has health, because I'm at like half. But yeah, that's everything in the level. So now we just need to go to the exit, which I take forever to do because I'm bad. But yeah, right down here, with the really hard to control hyena biker, but still not as bad as the husky. And yeah, that's Jungle Jumps complete. Really a weird level, but it's not as bad as the Swamp of Eternal Stench, so I don't really care. And next time, we're going to be going to, like, the hardest level in the freaking game, probably. Not the one I hate the most, because that reward goes to the swamp. No, the hardest level in the game is Evo's Escape. But we're not doing that yet. First, we gotta do the Game Boy Color version. Okay, so I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I don't really remember what happened in this level. I, like, vaguely remember doing this level, but I don't have nearly as many memories of it as I do of Jungle Jumps on the N64. But I do know that this level sucks. At least I'm pretty sure it does. I don't know. That's just a general, like, rule of thumb with the GBC versions of all these levels, is that they're gonna suck. But, yeah, main difference here is that I think there's only one gorilla instead of there being two that you need to kill, and there's also like 5 keys instead of just 3. And also this part where you literally just have to, like, hold up and then just, like, do it. I don't know. So I'm going to talk about Evo's Escape instead. And how Evo's Escape is without a single... Okay, there might be a couple of doubts in my mind. But I'm pretty sure that Evo's Escape is the hardest level in the entire game. Way harder than the final level of the desert. The final level of the desert is like cake. It's probably the easiest of all the final levels, honestly. But, except for maybe Wall Race. But yeah. Evo's Escape, I'll go into more detail about what's wrong with that level exactly once we get to it. Not so much what's wrong, but what's so freaking difficult about it, I guess. You know, once we actually get to that one. But I still have not beaten that level. Not the N64 version, at least. The Game Boy Color version is probably harder, but it's a lot shorter. That's what I'll say about that level, is that level is short. It'll only take, like, well, I don't know, about 6 minutes. And you would know why it's a short level. And everybody will spend about the same amount of time on it every time. I'm pretty much ignoring what's happening on the screen right now because there's nothing happening on the screen. I see that tiny cave and I think, maybe I can go into there as the chameleon. I can't. But I'm going to try anyway. But anyway. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to beat Evo's Escape by Friday. I would like to, obviously, because that's when I plan to upload the video, but I'm recording this on Tuesday, so this is going up tomorrow. Which is also the same day as game night, unless Paul decides to cheat me again. Which he might. He better not, because I want to have freaking game night, because last game night sucked. But anyway, you know, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to beat Evo's Escape. I'm going to try later today, but I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work out. Also, I don't know why, like, some of the art for these, like, bios is, like, really creepy looking, and some of it's actually, like, legit good. Oh, I remember, like, this gorilla. This gorilla is a pain in the butt to kill. This is the worst part of the level, without a single doubt. But I had the fast forward button on my emulator, so I could just, like, cheat. But once we get back over to there, I can tell you about that. This gorilla walks back and forth randomly, and you can only shoot at it if it's on screen. Whether it comes over here into your range so you can actually shoot it is random. 100%, just like complete random. Whether or not it's going to show up. Which is retarded. But yeah, you could wait here for like a really long time. I was holding fast forward down in like 10 seconds of going at like triple speed and it would not come over. So it can take a really freaking long time. Like, I can't shoot it from here. There's no way for me to get up there. Also, I love how the hyena like spazzes out when you do the boost. Like, sometimes it'll just straight up do the wheelie, but sometimes it does like that, and it's just like, what the heck are you doing, hyena? Calm the heck down. Where can I get some of those drugs you're on? But yeah, this time I'm actually going to be able to get over there after accidentally activating the bio. And after a long time of waiting, finally get the dang gorilla to come over here and kill it. So yeah, now that we've gotten this gorilla dead, I think we're... No, we still need to find a few more keys, I think. But yeah, with the gorilla's stupid jumping ability, that's like way too good. Now we can... Oh yeah, there's platforming over here. So now we can get this last key. I'm just kidding, that's not the last key. Like I said, I've been barely paying attention to this footage because this level's just kind of bland and blah. I don't know, I'm hoping that, like, the desert will be a lot more interesting. I know that the desert world is more interesting in the N64 version than the jungle world is, but I don't know if the same can be said for the Game Boy Color version. I would hope so. But I don't have my hopes up. Anyway, this is weird. I go down that, and then I end up here. So I just figure, like, okay, I guess it took me here. And I go that way, and now I'm out. What? I don't understand why that happened. Like, at all, dude. It's really weird. But, yeah, I was kind of, like, confused. I was like, okay, what the heck just happened? Did I not just go in here, and then it took me up to there? Well, no, apparently it's supposed to take me down here. So, that elevator's on a timer that's separate from, like, everything. Like, that's going from, like, the beginning of, like, when you start the level. Which is really bad programming, because you can come in here when that's going up, and you'll just assume it's supposed to be taking you up. Which is kind of retarded, but whatever. Anyway, done with both versions of Jungle Jumps, and next time, hopefully on Friday, if I can actually manage to beat the dang level, we'll be doing Evo's Escape. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. See you then.